Living life, y'all. Mama Bowman living life. Living life, y'all. Mama Bowman living life.
Good morning, YouTube family. How's everyone doing today? I am doing pretty good. So, today, you guys, I have a story to tell. So, there was this little girl, and I'm thinking she was like 8 years old, and she started out like having pains in her stomach real bad, and she would be crying and whatever. So, like after a little while, then she just started throwing up and having more pain. So the mother and them took her to the emergency room, and they told her she was lactose intolerant. So the mother and them, they all decided they weren't going to have no more pizza because pizza was her favorite thing. And so she had two sisters, one younger, one older, and they said they wasn't going to have pizza either because, she couldn't have it. So, of course, she couldn't have any dairy or anything like that, too. So then maybe about a week later, she was screaming one night, hollering. She was in so much pain, so much pain. So they took her to the hospital, emergency room. And the doctor told her it was acid reflux. So the mother said, wait a minute, no. First y'all told me she was lactose intolerant. Now you're saying it's acid reflux. No, that's not what it is. It's something really wrong with my daughter, and I need y'all to find out. So the doctor was like, well, I'm the doctor, and this is what it is. So she said, well, I'm not leaving this hospital until somebody finds out what's wrong with my daughter. So anyway, they kept her there, and so I guess they talked to a couple doctors or whatever. So they recommended this, a children's specialist doctor that was at the hospital came in, and then they told her that her intestines were twisted off, so that she was going to have surgery. So she had the surgery and everything like that, but apparently that didn't work. So they told her about a specialist in Texas. So anyway, the mom went there, and well, actually, she didn't go there. She kept calling and calling to schedule an appointment. And she never got a call back, never got a call back. So finally one day she said, I'm going. So the husband said, well, no, you can't go without an appointment. She said, I'm going. So she took the little girl and they took the flight and went to Texas. She got to the doctor's office. So the girl there, the receptionist, asked her, do you have an appointment? So she said, no. And so she said, ma'am, we can't take anybody without an appointment. And so she was explaining to her the daughter's situation. Look at her, look at her. She's in pain all the time, and, you know, just explaining everything to her. So the receptionist said to her, well, ma'am, I've only been working here 2 weeks. And she said, I can't lose my job. She said, I have to follow the rules. You have to have an appointment. So anyway, she went back, and the receptionist started looking at the little girl. She was crying and everything. So she went back to the hotel, and she was very upset. And so the next day, the receptionist called her and said that she got her an appointment. So she went in and she went to the doctor and everything, and met with the specialist and everything. And he checked her out and everything, and then they were running tests, running tests, running tests. So the specialist told her basically it was no more that they could do for her because the little girl's stomach had just started getting bigger and bigger, like, really big, like maybe 5, 6 months pregnant. That's how big her stomach had gotten. And so the doctor told her, there was no more they could really do for her. And so he told her, Y'all just spend as much time with her as you can. Basically, like, she probably was gonna die soon. So they went back home to Boston. They lived in Boston, Massachusetts. And, you know, she was playing with her sisters and everything. Because she was a climber. She used to like to climb, and they had to have this big tree in their backyard. So they had climbed up the tree. And so one of the branches that they were on started cracking like it was about to break. So the older sister told her to, you know, go back and climb down, go back and climb down. So as she was trying to get back, she fell inside the tree. You know, that like the hole in the tree. She fell all the way inside the hole. They called the ambulances and everything, and fire department. So they finally got her out of the tree. You know, of course, she was unconscious and everything, but she was breathing. And so they, you know, she went to the hospital. They checked her out and everything, and they told her mother, that when she fell, she hit her head, and it did something to her nervous system that made all her systems in her stomach start working. I said that was, you know, nothing but God. That was a miracle. So the thing is, the moral of the story to me was never give up. Never give up on God. Keep praying and trusting and believing. And the girl ended up being just fine. Her system, her stomach started reacting and everything. Her brain was functioning, telling her gastrointestinal system to work, and she was just fine. She ended up being just fine. So the thing is, always trust in God. God always has a plan. All right, guys. If you enjoyed this story, give me a like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you guys. Mwah.